Governor Gavin Newsom has fired his biggest shot against Donald Trump personally to date, now questioning Donald Trump's mental fitness for office and mental acuity. Right now, California Governor Newsom claimed that Trump is, quote, not the same person he dealt with 4 years ago, suggesting that the now 79-year-old president is mentally slipping. Now, here's why this is a big deal. Because over the past 4 years, the media and right wingers have been claiming that Joe Biden, as president of the United States, was not all there mentally. And well, now California Governor Newsom, who is dealing with Donald Trump on a daily basis with the protests and ICE raids in Los Angeles, is saying that Donald Trump is not where he was 4 years ago. Newsom has mocked Trump for confusing dates, confusing words, calling him a threat to our democracy. And it looks like this back and forth between the California governor and the president is only going to continue. Now, speaking of California, according to military.com, National Guardsmen that have been sent to California, over 4,000 of them, are still unpaid due to delays in official activation orders, leaving their pay, their healthcare benefits, and legal status uncertain. According to military.com, the Pentagon has delayed providing full authorization orders for these military servicemen. And as a result, they're being forced to sleep outside in cots. They don't have necessarily full access to food and water and fuel. And their legal status really is in doubt right now. Now, before I continue, it's going to be a very busy news day. So please consider subscribing to my Substack by clicking the button below or supporting my work by sending a one-time donation via Venmo to Aaron Parnas. Now, because of poor planning and conditions, the troops have reported chaotic logistics. Some are sleeping outdoors in cots, inconsistent access to food and fuel, and some are describing it as a hastily organized mission. And right now, California Governor Newsom is criticizing the federal response, blaming Trump for deploying troops without basic necessities, while Secretary of Defense Hegseth defended the expanded domestic role of the Guard under Trump's leadership. This morning, we had terrible news out of India. There was a deadly crash in Ahmedabad. An Air India flight headed to London, a Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner, crashed during takeoff in Ahmedabad. Video shows people running toward thick black smoke near the airport. All 242 people on board are presumed dead, according to local authorities. The plane was a Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner. This is the first major incident involving this new model. And while Air India has experienced several major crashes over the years, challenges still persist to aviation safety. At the Kennedy Center's opening night of Les Miserables, I can't pronounce that even if I tried, Donald Trump received a mix of cheers and boos, with dramatic outbursts during the intermission, including shouts of, quote, convicted felon and rapist, prompting security intervention. Wholesale inflation in the United States edged up 0.1% in May, bringing the annual producer price index to 2.6%, slightly below the monthly forecast from economists. Iran has vowed to escalate its nuclear program after a UN nuclear watchdog officially declared it in violation of non-proliferation commitments, prompting Tehran to announce new enrichment facilities and advanced centrifuge installations. We'll see what happens. Donald Trump has unveiled the $5 million Trump card. Donald Trump announced that a new $5 million golden access card, dubbed the Trump card, will give approved applicants expedited entry into the United States. He said thousands have expressed interest. The Trump card is officially open on the U.S. Department of Commerce's website. And new tactics are currently emerging in immigration cases. A new memo obtained by NBC News shows that the Department of Justice is instructing immigration judges to quickly dismiss cases at the Department of Homeland Security's request without giving immigrants the usually 10 days response that allows them to challenge any such immigration issues. By doing this faster, it allows ICE to immediately detain individuals under expedited removal rules. Now, in addition, ICE raids are intensifying in California. Immigration officials conducted new enforcement actions in California's farm regions, along with Los Angeles. Agents were reportedly chasing undocumented workers throughout the fields and targeting agricultural sites. According to Ventura's mayor, he's warning that targeting farm workers, many of whom are undocumented, could cripple harvests and affect food supply chains nationwide. And roofers have been detained in Florida, in the Florida Keys. 6 Nicaraguan roofers were detained by immigration authorities, despite their attorneys saying that they had valid work permits and pending asylum cases, prompting the owner of the roofing company to say that he has a little buyer's remorse about supporting Donald Trump. That's all the news right now. There'll be more news throughout the day, so be sure to subscribe to my Substack by clicking the button below to support my work or sending a one-time donation via Venmo to Aaron-Parnas, and I'll see you this evening.